Sir, I've told you already you're not allowed on property, okay? It's private property here. If I see you again, I will arrest you, okay? You understand? Excuse me. Can I see ID? Huh? Do you live here? Do you live here?
God damn, my sister lives here. I just left her house. What's wrong with you, man?
Relax, okay?
Hey,
I
man,
just
I'm
saw your
fucking
buddy. I've known
handicapped,
him
bro.
before. Okay, relax,
The
okay?
fuck, man?
Here's the deal.
What's wrong with you, man?
Calm down.
How am I calm down? You snatched me off my bike and I'm handicapped, man.
Relax.
What the fuck?
I need two things. Calm down. So
Man,
I'll
listen,
remain
bro.
calm.
How can I calm down? You just
Okay.
snatched me off my bike.
I apologize.
And I've
for
done
that.
nothing to you, man.
I apologize to that.
And I'm
okay?
handicapped at that, man.
I don't know you're handicapped.
Well,
You're
fuck,
riding a
it
bike
doesn't
just
matter if
fine.
I'm handicapped or not, bro. You have no business touching me.
You have no business being here, okay? If you
The
do,
fuck, my sister lives here, man.
Then
You don't
leave.
even know me.
then let's go confirm that.
First of all, we can
Sir,
do that.
Sir, if we,
And then guess what?
Okay.
You don't even know if I... Bro,
Sir.
you grabbed me not even know if I just moved in here today.
I just dealt with the guy who I saw you
I
riding
have nothing
with,
to do
okay?
with that, man. You should not have touched
Okay,
me.
I don't know you're not with that
Question me first.
man. That's what I'm trying to do now. Okay?
No, you snatched me off my bike first.
Are we going to move past that? Or,
No, fuck, we're not. I'm
Okay.
storing some shit now for this shit.
So do you want me to call the police to put you in
Yes,
handcuffs?
I do want you to call the police. I'm gonna call them anyway.
Okay, put your hands behind your
Because you
back.
snatched me off my bike, man.
Put your hands behind your back.
Do you understand that?
I understand.
You snatched me, then you start asking me questions. That's not how you do it. You say, sir, can you
you
stop for a
resident?
minute? Yes, my
Okay.
sister lives here. I
So
just
for
told
my
you
safety,
that.
put your hands behind your back, please.
Why?
I'm calling the police. You're being detained for the police.
Man, I'm not
For the
getting no more.
investigation of
For what?
trespassing. Investigation
I can
of
come through here if I
trespassing.
want, if I go visit my
cannot.
sister. I can't visit my sister.
You refuse to prove that you have a sister that lives
Let's
here.
go. We can go right there to
Then let's go
201.
right now.
That still has nothing to do with it. We go.
Let's go. If your sister lives here, then the cops will not be called, and I
No,
will
the cops-
apologize.
The cops are getting called anyway. What are
That's
you
fine.
talking about?
Call 'em.
Shit. You snatched me off my goddamn bike.
Okay.
Let's
Let's verify you have a sister here.
Questions and shit.
Let's verify you have a sister here.
Bullshit, man.
And as long as you have a sister here, you're cool.
Man, if I ain't
Then
have
I'm
no
the one in
sister here,
trouble.
at this point I would be cool because the
Sir,
way you did it. Man.
No, I don't think
No?
you understand how it works on private property, all right?
You still cannot touch me, man, and snatch me off my fucking
I
bike, bro.
don't think you understand the law, but that's fine.
Listen, man. First thing you do is you say,
Let's
"Excuse
just
me,
go
sir,
verify your
can you
sister."
stop so I can speak to you for a moment,
Oh,
please?"
that's what I was trying to do. You tried to ride on past me. I got
I
the
said,
whole
can
thing
you
on
get-
tape, bro.
I don't know who
I got
you
the
are. I
whole
said, man,
tape.
can you get that
I'm
light out of
wearing
my
a
face?
uniform. I don't know who you are.
With the light in
It's
my face, I
job
can't
to
tell
find
who
out
you are, man.
You don't need to know who I am. I'm the one paid here to know who you are, okay?
Hold up.
So
I don't
right
need
now
to
we
know
need to
who
go to
you
your sister's
are.
house, or you're going in handcuffs.
I don't
Let's
need
go.
to know who you are. I do need to know that you're an officer. Because if you're an officer, then I know to stop. I can't see because of... Wow.
Look, let's go find your sister
Did
so
you
we
hear
can
what you
resolve
just
this.
said? I don't need to know who
'Cause
you
I
are.
don't believe you.
People do need to know who the fuck you are. If you're an officer, you got the light in my face, man. I'm saying, man, get that
I'm
damn
allowed to
light
shine a
on my
light in
face
your
and you-
face. I got worse things I put in your face. Keep acting aggressive, you'll get those.
So you understand
Keep
me?
acting aggressive, you're gonna get those.
Listen, sir.
Let's go to your sister's house, okay?
You
The
snatched
light's
me,
on
man.
your face. Go to your sister's house. Verify that you're a visitor, or I have no choice but to assume you're trespassing.
Snatching me off my goddamn bike. Man, I'm telling hey, man, you got the light in my face. You snatched me off my shit, man. First, you gotta tell me to stop, man. Give me that officer. Damn. Come on, man. How you totally wrong, bro? Huh? You know that's wrong.
If you're a visitor, then it's wrong. If your sister lives here, then yes, I got a sincere apology, and I might even get in trouble. But if your sister does not live here and you're lying to me, then that means you have no legal reason or right to be here, and I do. Which means I have a right to determine who belongs here and not, and I have a job and a duty to do that.
But isn't that job to say, excuse me, can you stop for a minute, please?
And
so I
how
can
many
talk to
people
you?
do you think stop on bikes for me? How many? Did the guy I just saw you with? Dude, I saw you with that
If you ask
dude.
somebody to stop and they don't stop, then they're wrong. But you're doing your job by asking them to
Okay,
fucking
I
stop.
just asked the other dude to
But
stop.
you didn't even ask me to stop. You snatched me off my bike, man.
You saw me coming for you. Let's go to find your
Look,
sister,
I
please.
don't even have a seat,
Sir,
and I'm handicapped. So what am I,
I
going to
don't
do?
know those things.
What am I going to do?
I don't know those things until now,
It don't
okay?
matter, man. You still don't sit and grab me, man.
All I see is suspicious behavior, okay?
And what's that?
Riding around, shining a light like your friend on a bike.
You have to have a light when you ride a bike.
I understand that. But on private property, shining around looking at cars, it looks like?
No, we're not looking in cars.
I don't know, but it looks like. Okay? Look, sir.
Riding bike, we're looking
Sir,
at cars.
Sir, you're at the mercy of my experience and my perspective.
Boys, man. We're
Okay?
grown-ass men.
I understand that, sir, but you're at the perspective of mine, okay? You're at the mercy of my perspective. You understand? You don't know what I see. You don't know what my experience is, okay? So from my experience, you look suspicious to me. So did your friend. And from my experience, I've encountered your friend before. Okay, I have it all on tape just like this.
Let's lower our voices and let's speak this general. Okay, so
let's
when
go
I'm
verify that you're a visitor.
Even
You're a
if I'm not
visitor,
a visitor,
you're
which I
allowed
am,
to be
Angela's
here.
But even when I come up to you, officer, you're supposed to ask me to stop. Tell the truth.
No, I'm not a police officer.
But I'm saying security officer.
I'm
If
security.
you need to speak to me.
I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to identify yourself. All I have to legally be is in uniform with visible patches.
If someone is on this
and have
property,
my credentials in my
if someone
pocket
is on
like I
this
do.
property and you think they're doing some stuff that may be suspected, suspect activity,
Yeah.
then you need to stop the person and talk to them and question them, right?
Exactly.
So then you need to say, "Excuse me, can you stop?"
And how many of those people do you think are honest with me?
Sir, but
how many are honest with me and say, "Oh, I'm blah blah blah"?
Sir, that's what you're supposed to do.
I catch them with the drugs in the hands, or they're buck naked fucking in the car. And what do you think they tell me?
I'm not
Oh, I
in the
live
car,
here.
I'm not butt naked.
It doesn't matter.
I'm coming through.
It doesn't
there,
matter
but
what the
you
crime
did not
is.
ask me to stop.
Trespassing alone.
You did not ask me to stop. You snatched me off my bike.
Are we still going to worry
yes,
about
because
that?
I want you to understand that is crucial.
Okay.
To a person that's saying, "Wait a minute, hold on. I don't know who you are."
Before, I need to know that you actually belong here.
So that's where you have to stop me, and then you have to question me.
And I stopped you. I just stopped you by snatching you off the bike.
And that's the proper procedure?
It isn't under those circumstances.
And what's that? What's the circumstance?
The
man riding through on his bike?
Yeah, you're riding through on a bike.
And you can be snatched off your bike if you're riding through on a bike.
If you don't belong here, if I have reason to believe you don't belong here.
You can be snatched off your bike.
I have reason to believe you're doing criminal activity. Yes.
What criminal activity was that?
Trespassing.
Okay, and so if you're trespassing, you can be snatched off your bike.
By me, on this property, the way I've determined it, yes. I'm not the police, sir.
Oh, wow.
Okay? I do not have to obey by the rules that they do.
I see that.
Okay?
What you're telling me. I see that.
I understand your perspective, sir. I understand it seems pretty harsh from your perspective. Okay?
So I can be riding through
and I wouldn't like to be snatched off the bike either, so I understand.
Snatched off my bike and I'm crippled. And I'm
But sir, you gotta understand. I didn't know you were crippled.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah,
How am I supposed to know that?
Man, it doesn't matter. You have to stop me.
It does matter, sir. How many?
How are you supposed to know that? You're supposed to stop me?
No, sir. I'm sorry you feel that I didn't do my job the professional way you would have done it, but I can't adjust my duties to everyone else's expectations. You understand that, right?
You know, I'm reaching for my phone. I'm gonna definitely want to get all this. Times. It's now midnight, so approximately 11:45. Yeah, you're right, man. I probably was a little harsh. I was wrong.
Sir, I'm man enough to apologize and admit when I'm wrong. Okay?
You haven't done that.
I used the least amount of force to detain you. Grabbed you by your backpack and you fell off the bike. Okay? I could have tackled you. I could have thrown you on the ground.
Why would you do that?
I could have pepper sprayed you.
Why would you do that?
To verify who you are so I can
That's how
trespass.
you ask questions, man. That's how you verify circumstances.
But you still haven't answered the question I asked.
Oh, man. What was that?
Where does your sister live?
Oh, we're going. Right
Okay,
back.
well, let's do that first, okay? Because until that happens, you know, you're from my perspective, non-resident and non-visitor.
It don't even matter what I am at this point, because I'm just...
No, sir, don't go there, okay? You're still a human being, okay?
It doesn't matter what I am at this point, because what you did is wrong, and I'm going to do what I have
Well,
to do.
there's degrees of wrong, okay? If you don't belong here and you're not a visitor, then you're wrong. And you're wrong first.
Yeah, I will be. You absolutely right.
And legally, because you don't belong here, if assuming you don't, then the law's going to side with
I
me.
wasn't aggressive with you.
If you
I
are
didn't get
a
chance.
legal resident here, then it's a tiebreaker. Then we go to court and we decide who's wrong. We might win that one. I don't have to ask you to stop.
Well, then what do
It's
you
better
do?
if I do, but I don't have to.
How do you question me?
Like I am now.
How-
I snatched you up, and now we're talking, aren't we?
Wow.
Would you have stopped if
Yeah,
I'd
I'm
have said,
talking
"Excuse me,
about
sir"?
lawsuit.
No.
Excuse
Just like
me.
your buddy did twice.
Would I have stopped if you had said what?
How do I know that now?
Would I have stopped if you had said what now?
If I would have said, "Sir, I need to talk to you,"
Okay.
would you have stopped?
Of course I would have stopped.
Okay, but see, and now I believe
Why
you.
would I not stop?
Now if you know you're trespassing, if you know you're doing
But I'm
things you're
not
not supposed to do.
trespassing.
I'm sorry?
I'm not trespassing, so why would I not
But
stop?
sir, I don't know that
And
yet.
the way that you find that
I don't know
out
that.
is you
No, no,
say
no.
exactly what you just said to me.
I am allowed to snatch folks up. I am allowed to go in their backpacks. Okay, we have break-ins here. You don't know what's happened tonight. You don't know what happened last night. Okay,
I'm done
you have
talking.
no idea. You have no idea. You're on private property, sir. Do you understand you're on private property? Do you understand
My
that,
sister
that
stay here. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Now I'm finna put my recorder on, sir.
Sir?
I'm about to put my recorder on.
That's fine. Please record. But do you understand how private property works? It's the same thing as if you hopped the fence into my backyard where I live in my house, and I caught you in my backyard. Would I have to ask you to stop if I caught you swimming in my swimming pool in my backyard? Think about it. No, I wouldn't.
We're not recording. 12:02 a.m.
It's private property, sir.
I don't care,
I'm
man.
the
My
sole
sister
person
stays here, and
responsible.
I just come to visit my little sister.
We still haven't determined
And her
that.
husband John, I don't give a fuck.
We
if it's
still
private
haven't
property,
determined that.
Personal property, I don't give a fuck what you call it.
Well, that's why you got snatched off your bike, sir. Had
got
you had a
snatched
little
off,
bit
you
more
did not
respect,
stop.
had you had a little bit more respect,
If I'd had a little bit more
sir,
respect,
you saw me coming. You tried to
I
you
could
tried
not
to evade me.
see who you were because the flashlight was in my eyes.
Okay.
And I had my hand clearly up, and if you got that filming, you'll see.
Sure.
I kept saying, hey, what, get out of my, get that
Let's
out of my
find the
eyes.
sister. We don't need
So
to keep
you
arguing.
never did see
Let's
me say,
find
hey,
the
you got
sister.
that shit in
Sir,
my eyes.
I got other
So
stuff
that's
to do.
being disrespectful?
Sir, let's just find the sister.
No, I'm just rebutting what you just said. I wouldn't have got snatched off my bike if I had been a little less disrespectful. Asking someone to get a light out of their face is being disrespectful?
Sir,
I beg to differ.
like I told you before, you are at the
I got
mercy
snatched off
of
my bike,
my
you said, because
perspective,
I was
okay?
being disrespectful. That's what you just said.
I see people doing suspicious stuff here all night long.
A handicapped man riding a bike with no seat,
Sir?
that's fucking suspicious, right?
Yes,
Why?
because you look like a transient, sir. I'm going to be honest with you, okay?
With a $1,200 bike?
With no seat, looks like a raggedy ass thing carrying a cooler and a backpack. You fit the profile, and I'm not talking racial, so don't fucking go there. You fit the
look
exact
like a
profile
transient.
of the
Wow.
people that don't belong here.
What
You
does a
understand that?
transient look like?
You're on a bicycle with a backpack, shining a flashlight,
You have
looking
to
in
have
cars.
lights. Oh, was looking in cars?
From my perspective, from where I saw you, it looked like you were driving around looking in cars.
Driving around
And things on the ground, looking for cigarettes on the ground like a hobo. Okay.
Do you want to know what I was looking for on the ground? I was looking for the cap to my bike light.
And
that
your buddy
fell
too,
off.
the other guy you don't know that I've dealt
You
with
never
before.
asked me if I knew him.
You told me already. I got it on tape. You told me you don't know that man.
You asked
but
me,
I've
was I
seen
with
him
him?
before.
You asked me, was I with him?
Oh,
That
so
was
we
your
want to
question.
play semantics now.
Now, I'm just
Okay.
answering your questions that you asked me, sir.
Look, let's find the sister, okay? Because I've been trying to be super cool
Angie.
here, sir.
You've been trying to do what? You're
This-
super cool.
Oh, this is super cool,
You've
sir.
been trying to be super cool by snatching a handicapped man off his bike.
Sir.
Angela. Angie. Hold on, this is John. John. Angie.
That their apartment up there?
Yes, sir, it is.
Let's go up, knock on the door.
I don't ever go upstairs.
Go upstairs and knock on the door.
You hear what I said.
Or
you
keep
think
yelling.
You think I'm lying?
Huh?
Okay,
Yes,
look,
sir, I do
you
think you're
I'm
lying.
I'm handicapped.
What does that have to do? Are you mentally retarded?
I don't go upstairs.
Are you mentally retarded?
What do you mean by that?
So do you understand the situation you're in right at this moment?
Oh, yeah, I'm in a good situation.
Okay.
John. Is that John? I'm in a good situation right now. You know why?
Handicapped or not handicapped?
Because you snatched me off my bike.
That's fine. You still haven't determined that you're a lawful visitor here. Okay?
I haven't determined that I'm a lawful
Why are we
visitor.
going away?
Because I'm going right to her husband's car.
Is that them in their car?
John right there.
That's your brother-in-law?
Hey. Look here, man. I was riding away from here. I had just left the visit.
How you doing? You know me, you see me, right? I'm just trying to see what's going on
The
here.
bike? I'm just saying, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
No,
Is your name John?
No.
Is your name John?
Listen, I just left you visiting y'all, man. I go around the corner. This man flashes the flashlight in my face.
Is your name John?
No.
Okay. Neither one of them's name's John, sir. Let's go find your sister.
Bro, who are you? You just walking around asking
Sir.
me know you, bro.
Sir, let's find your sister.
Come on, bro. You can't be going around asking people like
Sir,
Now, see how you did that right there?
Sir.
That's what happened when I walked up on you.
I've been nothing but nice.
No, you have not.
Listen to him, man.
Hey, look, check
Sir.
this out. Check this out. He snatched me off my bike, bro. I know. I don't really know y'all, bro.
Sir.
I'm trying to help you.
I'm trying to leave. He
This is my
snatched
advice
me.
as a brother.
Sir, repeat
Hey,
this
man,
one more
so
time.
Don't
since
swear to
you
my
trying
sister's
to
shit, man.
Nope. It's
What
too
you
late for
doing?
that.
Why?
Angela, stay right there, man.
We're going straight there.
Bro, don't
Sir?
y'all see me come over here all the time
Let
to
him
visit
go,
my
man.
sister right there, man.
Come
No,
I come over here all the time to
Either
visit
his
my
sister
motherfucking
lives
little
there, she
sister
needs
right
to
here,
confirm.
bro.
I've seen it before.
So
She
fuck,
needs to
man.
confirm.
About what?
And I'm handicapped. I don't fucking do nothing to nobody, bro.
I'm in the
Understand my
police
job.
academy, trust
Sir,
me.
stay out of it.
I come over here all the time to visit my little
We're
sister
going
right here. I
straight
don't
to
fucking
the
nobody,
We're
man.
going straight to the door.
Let him go, man.
Your
He's
sister's
not
I
there.
can't go upstairs.
Hey, just call the
Go
police.
just
knock
let him
on
leave.
the
I was
sister's
gonna
door
call
for him.
Bro, don't call the police. Just listen to him and leave the problem.
Didn't give me the opportunity.
Yeah,
Sir,
he's
I
snatched
have
me
a
off
job
my
to do,
bike.
sir.
It's okay, but be nice. Don't yell so that way you don't cause attention. Be
I
nice.
know, but I was just leaving the
Sir,
property. He
sir,
snatched me.
sir. We got two choices.
You see the
Hey,
light?
hey, let him talk. Let him
got
talk.
two
He's
choices.
telling you two choices.
Two choices.
He's telling you, let him talk. Two
The
choices.
light's in my pocket. Okay.
He doesn't care about the bike. He's like giving you two choices, bro. Listen to him. You gotta
Okay.
listen to him.
Choice number one.
Respect it.
We go straight to that apartment and we knock on the door, and we
cool.
confirm someone's there.
Okay.
If you deviate from that, I'm throwing you down and putting you in cuffs. Okay? If you refuse to do that, I'm putting you in cuffs.
See, go do
You
that. If they
understand?
don't answer, leave
I have
the problem.
probable cause that
But
you
he
are
was
not a lawful
giving me the
resident.
chance to. He won't give me the chance.
Okay,
to.
bro, is your sister here?
And just should be there.
Go confirm she's here. If she's not, you gotta leave the property. Easy.
No, that's not what he said.
He just said that. He
No,
said if
he's
you
not
don't.
free
that's
to
not,
leave.
that's not what he said.
He's not free to leave.
I was on my
He'll
way
be under
leaving the
arrest for
property, riding
trespassing.
my bike, and
He'll
guess
be
what
under
he did?
arrest for
He
trespassing
snatched me off
unless
my
his
bike
sister
without
can
even asking
confirm.
me to stop,
Oh,
ask
man,
me who I
well,
was or
you-
nothing,
well,
bro.
you trespass, so he knows you.
Sir,
If you
But he
trespass,
doesn't
So
know
how you
me.
gonna ask
Sir.
me if I got warrants?
He does not know me.
How you
Sir.
gonna ask me then?
He
are we
didn't say
going
I
to go
was
to
doing
the
that. I was
apartment?
trespassed.
Are we going to the apartment? or are we
Man,
going to
bro,
the police?
will you explain to them that you did not do anything that you were supposed to do off the rip, and then now you're
Sir.
trying to be hard with me, man? What the fuck,
Sir,
man?
we're going straight to the apartment, okay?
All right, let me show you, man.
Sir,
Let me show you.
let me see. If you have ID, let me see the ID, okay? We can
I do not have
What?
ID, but I do have where you can pull me up, man.
I don't have the ability to pull you up. I'm a security guard on private property, okay? I can only tell the people who live here in the vacant units here.
Do that for me. Look,
I'm shining the light not at you, so
No,
what are
look.
we trying to do? What's that have to
do
do
you,
with?
you see that?
I don't see what.
That's not normal. That's not a normal ankle. See that?
Okay, what does that have to do
I
with what I'm asking you?
I can't not
Sir.
be able to go up the steps, man. That's
Sir.
what I'm trying to tell you.
Then keep hollering,
God
okay?
damn it, why do you think I was doing that?
Well, then we came straight over here to these guys, and neither one of them is John.
You're right.
Okay, so you see how your
Check
story
this out.
looks a
At
little
this
weird.
point, you know what I'm
But
trying
sir,
to do?
do you
Just
see how
get
your
the
story
fuck
looks a
outta
little
here.
weird? Do you see how your story looks a little
I
weird
know
from my
one thing,
perspective?
My story's gonna look very, very, hold on, very, very well.
Sir.
But I get snatched off my bike for doing nothing wrong, man.
Sir, you still
If
haven't
you wanna
proven.
trespass me, it doesn't-
You
if
still
wanna
haven't proven.
trespass-
You still haven't proven that you belong here. Okay.
Angela, keep talking. Angela! You trying to make it seem like what you did was totally right.
Sir.
Angela! And it totally was not. Even he was trying to tell you, man, look, man, just talk because
They're not my boss.
knows me.
Those are young kids.
I
They
understand
have no
that, but they
idea
were
what
trying
my
to
job
explain
is.
to you who you're
They
dealing
have
with.
no idea
But
what
the
the
guy said he's in
rules
the
are
police
for me at
academy.
this property.
He's in the
That
police
has nothing to
academy,
do
so
with
he
this. Is
probably
not a
doesn't-
police matter. This is a
But
private
what
property
he was trying
matter.
to do is explain to you,
Sir,
who
we need
you're
to get you.
dealing
We need to
with.
get the people's ears
trying.
attention. Okay.
Angela. Yeah, he's trying to get you to understand.
We need to go up
who
the
you're-
stairs. The same way you came down the stairs.
I don't
You
go
were
up the
visiting.
stairs, period.
So how are you visiting them?
My sister comes down, we sit down, we talk, we smoke a cigarette, sometimes we'll walk
Call
to the
her.
park. Angela!
Call her on your cell phone or something, because I don't have all night for this. I've already tried to
Bro,
work
how do you
with
think
you.
I fucking feel?
I already tried to work with you, sir.
How do you think I feel?
You're leaving me no choice but to
How
call the
do you-
police. You're leaving me no choice but to call the police. And once you're trespassed, you can't come back, even if your sister lives here. She can't untrespass you.
What?
Only the management can. Right now, I'm the
Your
manager.
message.
Do you understand? I don't
At
want to
this-
do that
at
because
this
it's
point-
permanent.
At this point, I really don't understand anything. No, I'm just, just
Okay.
honest with you and say, no, I don't understand. I don't understand. I thought I had rights. And I didn't
Not on
think
private
that-
property, sir.
I don't have rights on private property?
Not the same rights you think you do in public. This is not
I
public.
do have the right to ride my bike.
No, not on private property, sir.
You can't ride a bike on private
No,
property?
you cannot. Okay,
You have to walk it?
cannot trespass on private property. Do you not understand that?
I do understand
There are signs
that.
posted
I do
on
understand
everything.
that you cannot
Clearly
trespass.
you don't. So
If you're visiting someone at the apartment
Yes, but
complex,
we haven't proven
but my
that.
question was, I'm allowed to ride my
If
bike
you're a
on
visitor.
this property if I'm visiting
If-
someone in this property complex?
if you're a visitor, you still haven't proven to me you're a
So
visitor.
I
sir.
have rights then.
If you're a visitor, yes. Not
Okay.
if you're not a
But
visitor.
That's what I am, and that's what I was doing.
There's three
so
things you can
just
be.
said I don't.
Sir, there's three things you can be. A legal resident, which means you are on the lease, which you already
I'm
said you
not.
weren't.
Yeah.
You are a visitor.
Yes.
And if you're a visitor, you have to be escorted. Okay. Now, unless you were leaving, and I'll give you the benefit that you were leaving if you were a visitor, or
Okay.
you're a trespasser. You're one of those three things. Okay. And I've told you repeatedly, from my perspective, I believe at this moment, right here, right now, you are a trespasser. I do not believe you are a visitor. I'm trying to believe you, sir.
Fuck, I can't
I'm
get in
trying
here.
to bend over backwards to allow you all kinds of time to verify that you actually are a visitor. Because I don't want to have to put you in handcuffs and call the police, okay?
Check this out. Let's do this.
No. We need to find out you're a visitor, or
So I can't talk?
you can talk, but are you going to submit to me calling the police?
I was gonna say, let's do this.
Are you going to submit to me calling the police, or you have another option? What's your other option? Let's hear
Just
it.
let me know when it's time for me to talk.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's go over here. I'll let you handcuff me to the rail right here. You walk up the steps. You knock on the door because I can't get up steps, sir. Okay,
All right.
and try to get my sister to the door. Can you do that for me?
Yes. Now, that's a reasonable
Damn it.
compromise.
What? Fuck. It took me forever to get that out.
Well, I wanted to recommend that, but I didn't know how you'd feel about something
Well,
like
I
that.
really don't feel well about that, to be honest with you,
Well,
because the way things have gone so
I
far.
understand your
But
perspective,
at the same
sir,
time,
but
it's
you
like,
don't know
I
what
can't
I
stay
deal
here
with
with
on a
you
nightly
all.
basis, okay? You do not know what I just dealt with right in this building last
Look
night.
at here, look at this.
Not from your sister, but from the neighbor,
Officer,
okay?
I've been here in Phoenix for 4 years. I know exactly what you
Let's
deal
do what
with.
you
I see-
recommended, okay?
And guess what? I'm not homeless. I have a job. And
Like I said,
I
I have to go
house.
on what it looks like, not
You
what
know?
it is. You understand?
And it's like, I know what you deal with, but that's not the way you deal with everybody, man.
And I don't. You're the first person I've ever snatched off a bike. Usually I don't
Why?
have a chance.
You didn't even ask me to stop.
Well, let's.
What are they? Well,
Sir,
okay, why don't you have a
can
chance?
we deal with that later?
Why don't you have a chance?
Because they see me coming, they ride away.
Okay, what did I do?
You saw me coming and you tried to ride away. You tried to go around me.
With my hand up.
I'm sorry?
With my hand up, saying, hey.
Sure, but that's still.
So that lets you know
You're
that
still trying to evade from my perspective, okay? Sir, let's do the railing thing so I can
I
go
changed my
knock
mind.
on
I don't want to do the railing thing. No, I'm scared.
So then you want both hands?
I'm scared for my life on that.
Okay. Well, what's changed? I've had a gun this entire
because
time.
I don't know. What you just, yeah, I mean, you're not gonna
I've
shoot
had a
me.
gun
I
the
don't
entire
have-
time, sir. What are you more afraid of
I'm
now?
not afraid that you're gonna shoot me. Don't
Okay.
get me
And
wrong.
don't worry.
You snatched me off my bike, so that means you will get physical and toss me around. You
You're
know what
right, I
I'm
will.
saying?
And I'll do it again if you don't submit to
am
the cuffs.
Like,
So you submit to both hands or one hand on the rail?
what do you mean?
Because at this point, I have to cuff you so I can call the police and have you detained so they can come officially trespass you. Or
I don't want to be trespassed.
then you have to prove that you're a visitor.
Angela!
And a visitor like just now, not that you know someone who lives here.
Look, man, this is my sister. This is my little sister.
Maybe, okay? Look, I know the
can't-
people there,
listen,
they
I
know
can't
me.
Listen, I can't be trespassed because this is the only
You
family.
can be. I determine that. The
I'm
cops
saying,
will do
like,
what I say
can-
because I'm the
I
authorized
can't-
agent.
Listen, I can be, but
I know
this
you
is-
shouldn't be.
We're the only
You don't
family that
wanna
we
be.
have here. This is the only sister that I have here in
So this is
Arizona.
why-
I'm the only brother she
I
has here. Her
understand,
mom is
sir.
in Vegas. We have no brothers and sisters here. We're the only family we have.
This is
Me
why.
and her.
This is why I'm bending over backwards to try to verify that they're there, and they'll say that's my brother. He was visiting here earlier tonight. That's all I need to hear
No,
from
no, you're not
whoever's
bending
inside
over
that door.
backwards.
Sir, this is bending over backwards. Okay, I chased down
Okay,
a
to
pregnant
be-
woman
to
last
be-
night.
to be honest
Same
with you, man,
situation.
the
I
only
saw
reason
you
we're
in
going
except the
this-
bike.
The only reason we're going this far now is because you know you made a mistake in the beginning. Man.
No, sir. I'm trying to call the police now, sir. And you can tell the police how I snatched you off the bike. And if I lied, I have video evidence of what happened.
Good.
I'm willing to
That's
do
fine.
that. I'm willing to risk the fact that I didn't think I did anything wrong to call the cops to have you trespassed.
But I can't be
But
trespassed.
here's the
man.
deal.
That's my little
But
sister.
here's
And
the
that's
deal.
all I got here, bro.
When the cops arrive, whether I get in trouble or not for snatching you off the bike, you'll still get trespassed. Okay? Because me
I can't
snatching you off
afford
the
to get
bike,
trespassed.
sir, me snatching you off the bike and me having the authority to trespass you are two separate things. The cops have to obey
I ain't
me.
even
I
talking about
represent
that bike shit
management.
now. I said I cannot afford to be
So
trespassed
then
because
you
this
need
is
to
my
let
little
me,
baby
you
sister,
let-
and
you
this
need
is
to
the
let
only
me cuff you.
person that I'm
You
not
need to
gonna
let me cuff
Sir,
you so I can knock on the door. You need to call
What
them
else
with
is
the
there
phone.
we can do?
Have someone else come knock on the
That's
door.
what I just tried, man. I don't have fucking. Why don't you just let me leave the property, man? Because I
No,
did
at
nothing
this
wrong.
point
here.
it's too late,
Or
sir.
anybody.
At this point it's too late for that.
What have I done wrong?
You haven't proven you're a visitor, so that means you lied and trespassed, which means I have to officially document
First of all,
that.
hold on, slow
So if
down,
you
slow
come
down.
back again,
Don't call me no liar.
if you
Slow
come
down.
back, well, sir,
You called me a liar just now. Just
okay.
I'm not a
Let
liar.
me
I don't-
rephrase, okay?
don't do that.
From my perspective, if I let you go now, I still have not confirmed that you are actually a visitor, okay? I just did this with two people last night.
I could have found visitor
Sir,
them. They know me.
Sir, I just did this. What we just did with
But
two people last night.
I don't
And
know
one
about
was a
them.
woman
They
who was
probably
pregnant.
trespassing.
Sir, one was a woman who was pregnant, okay?
And she probably was trespassing.
And guess what she told me? I'm visiting family. And guess where she led me to?
Fucking lie and say
this
that
building.
Shit. Everybody's gonna lie and say that.
And
bro.
so from my perspective, how do I know you're not like them? Because if your sister was in there and you just came from your sister's house, then her and her
Evidently
boyfriend
they're
would be
not
out
here
there
because
smoking
even
like I
John's-
always see them doing, and they'd hear us
All right,
talking,
so
they'd
look
come
out
out
there.
and
Did you see
see.
the car?
I don't know what car they drive, sir.
But I can't be trespassed, man. I mean, I just
You're about to be. You're about to
I
be.
know you can trespass me. That's not
I don't
what
want to.
meant.
You're
All
not
I'm
giving me
saying-
any other options here.
But if I get trespassed, that means I can't come here and visit my baby sister, man.
Exactly. And I don't want you to
Why
have
would
to.
you want that?
I don't, but I want to verify that you're not
I've been
lying to me
trying,
like
man.
everyone else. You understand my perspective? Do you understand?
Everyone else runs away from you. Everyone else does a
And
bunch of bullshit.
you
I have
tried.
not done it.
From my perspective, and I know from your perspective,
Hey,
you have a
excuse me.
different one.
Would you, excuse me, Tom, would you please tell this officer that Angie and my John stay here? You know me. I'm over here all the time. I don't cause no problems. Do you know me? You see me around here all the time?
Okay, that's the third person, sir. That's
Give me
the
the
third
third person.
person that
They
says
know
they
me.
don't even know you.
They didn't say they didn't know me. Them
They
boys know me
sure
all the
enough
damn
did.
time.
They said they don't know you.
Hey,
Why?
you
Those
guys say you
dudes
don't
said,
know me?
sir,
They did not tell you that. They know
Look,
me.
how
They
far
were
we gonna
trying
go
to
with
explain
this?
to you how to handle me because they know
Okay.
me.
you can call one more
Now you
time,
get
or
me
we're
in.
about to put you in
I
cuffs
haven't
so we
called
can
it
call
off.
the police, all right?
All right, look here, officer. You said I can call one more time. Look what I'm in. I haven't called it off. This is wow. I still don't know what the fuck I've done wrong. But I said come through here and on my way to leaving the property.
Doesn't
Doing
matter.
nothing to nobody. What the
Doesn't
fuck?
matter if you're just coming on, if you step 1 foot on, or you're about to step your last foot off, or
Well,
if I chase you
I'm saying
off.
I'm not doing anything to anybody with
Okay,
it. Driving my bike
then
and
maybe
leaving
the
out
cops
here.
won't
And then you
trespass
snatch
you.
me out
Maybe
of here.
maybe by the time the cops get here, your sister will come out, and then she'll say, and then the cops will be like,
I'm
"We're not
saying,
gonna
but
do
why?
it."
You don't have no reason to do that. Just stop
Well,
me.
okay, well, we're gonna find that out. Okay, so go ahead and take a big drink,
What?
finish your drink, and then I need to put you in handcuffs.
Or you gonna throw me down and all that
Don't
shit
resist.
again, probably?
Don't resist, please. Don't resist. Don't try to run.
But what if I do
I
this for you
don't
from
want
the
to hurt
beginning?
you,
I
sir.
haven't
It's-
resisted.
They're gonna
I
come
haven't
give me
done
a
none of
card.
that.
They're gonna come give me a card with your name on it. That's all. Or while we're waiting, I'll go knock on the door, and then cancel if they don't get here in time. Okay, but that's what's gonna happen now. I've got a job to do. Okay, so
Now,
don't-
My
don't-
question to you is why
Sir,
were you even
sir,
doing
I'll
all
explain
of
all
this?
that. I've already.
You
been
said I was
explaining
running
that.
around looking at cars.
Sir, you were driving around, you're riding around, flashing the lights
Looking
and
for
stuff
the
in
clamp
the
for the
parking
back of
lot
the
where you
fucking
don't
light, yeah.
live. Okay, that's suspicious enough for me to do what I did,
To snatch me?
sir. I've been doing this a long time. Like I told you, I did this last
Okay,
night.
so let me
the
ask
cops
you this.
came.
After
Sir,
you
let's-
met me
let's-
and you
let's-
talked to me, now
Sir,
do you
finish,
think that you would
finish
have...
the drink and then put the lid back on. Look, we got to get this thing going, okay? Sir,
Why is it because I'm Hispanic? What the fuck is this all about, man?
I thought you were black.
Like, hell no, I ain't.
It's got nothing to do with
I'm
either
not
of those
black, I'm
things.
Cuban, man.
Has nothing to do with either of those things, or being Cuban.
Well, then what is this about
It
then?
has to do.
If I was a white guy, you would
don't
have done the
live-
same thing?
No. If it
You would
has
not have
to-
done the same thing?
No. Yes, I would.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I would have. It doesn't matter the race, sir. You're riding around on a bicycle. You look suspicious to me.
Wow.
It's my job, literally, to engage every suspicious person that I can and verify that they live here or they're a visitor. Verify. We haven't verified yet. Okay. Let's just do this the easy way, please.
You know what, man?
Sir,
To be honest with you,
sir,
at this point, I
sir.
might make you just kill me out here because I know you probably want
don't
to
do that.
anyway, man.
Don't do that, sir.
I've done nothing wrong to you.
Sir,
I've done
don't
nothing
do
wrong
that.
to
I'm good at what I
anybody,
do.
man.
Don't put me in that position, okay?
But I'm saying that's what you want to do anyway.
It's not what I want to do,
I've
sir.
done nothing to anyone, man. And
Sir,
you just said if I was a white
it's
guy, you would
just
not have done me
trespassing.
like that, man.
No, that's not what I said. Sir,
Yeah, I'm getting off the bike, man. This is crazy, man. I've never seen this shit before. And I've never had to experience this shit. Angela! This man just did all this shit for me, and I've done nothing for him, man.
look, it'll be over quick and harmless.
Listen, man, I ain't got no business even being in this situation. I haven't even done nothing to anybody, brother. I come from fucking talking to
Sir.
Angie and John to goddamn
Calm
going
down.
over there, around here, coming through there. I dropped my
Sir.
fucking light. God, I've done nothing to nobody, man.
Sir, put your phone in your pocket, please.
Fuck that. Angela! Can you come down here and talk to Officer? I ain't even get your name. Angela!
Sir, hands behind your back.
Listen, man.
Sir, hands behind your back.
Now you grabbing
Sir,
me
just
again,
please.
and I've done nothing to you.
Other hand, please.
I'm not put
Sir,
you on the ground.
sir,
I'm not doing both my hands.
sir,
No.
Sir, then
Put me
we'll
right
do
there,
this.
and you go up there and turn it off. This is some crazy shit here, man. You prejudiced as hell, man. You just admitted if I was a white guy that you would not have snatched me off my bike and done all that, man. You just admitted that. You snatched me off my bike, threw me to the ground. Look at what you're doing. I've done nothing to no one. This is crazy. Wow. And then he said I look like a transient. Wow. This is crazy, man. It's evident, listen, bro, it's evident they're not here. The car's not there. I thought that's why I went to the parking lot, because I thought that was them out there in the parking lot. That's normally where they're parking that area. Oh, there you go. Hey.
How you doing, sir?
This guy
Security
here,
for the complex here. Do you know this man? You do not know this man? He's not your brother-in-law?
No.
Is
Hey,
your...
this is me. It's Raphael, man.
No.
You don't know him? Thank
Hey,
you.
John, what the
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you call the police? Or give me a phone so I can do it?
Okay. Hold on.
John.
Just what I thought, brother.
Wow.
Come on, man. I knew you were lying the whole time,
You
dude.
know it's not the whole time.
Should've just been straight up with me. All...
It's the, hey, man, look down here. Who you looking to?
Is there...
Hey. Do you look down here?
He says there's a woman named Angie that lives here? Okay.
I have no idea.
Sorry to bother you.
Who is that? Who is that, man? Ask him, who are you?
It's the resident that lives here.
That ain't my brother. That ain't John. Where they at?
6131 North 27th Avenue.
Hey, man. Are you
I'm the
watching the house
security
for
guard.
somebody?
Uniformed security guard, armed. I've detained a trespasser.
And threw me to the ground.
Hispanic. Male. 40s. 5'5", 160 pounds. Denim shorts, a white tank top, and a black backpack. Not that I can see, I haven't searched him yet.
Tell him, make sure you let him know everything you did.
Calm down. Okay, we're at building 13. It's the northeast corner of the property. It's the first building in the northeast. If they come in on that exit off of Rose Lane or whatever that street is. Scott. Correct. So we're yes, but I'm calling from a residence phone. It's apartment 2073, if that helps, with building 13, northeast corner of the property. Thank you.
No, you don't ask him, what did he do? What did he feel?
Sorry to bother you. Sorry for you. That's right, sorry.
Pardon? When they ask you what I did, what is going to be your answer to them?
You were here. Stand up. Please.
Yeah.
You gonna hem me in? Come on, stand up.
Oh, no, my bad. I ain't trying to hit me.
No, just stand up. All right. Go ahead and turn and face the bike. Put your other hand on the rail.
That's crazy. Hold on, let me see what it is. Oh,
Just see what you got.
just making sure what you got.
Okay. I just got a light. Okay.
No, I'm trying to make sure what you getting out of my pocket.
Okay.
Get
So
my shit back.
I'm inventorying it. Some kind of pipe, a phone, and some matches.
A pipe? Where you say a pipe at? That's a cigarette lighter, man.
Okay. Cigarette lighter. A bowling ball
but
cigarette
it's a
lighter.
pipe though.
Sir, it looks like a pipe, okay? I've never seen a bowling ball pin cigarette lighter. Relax. Okay?
Wow.
You got any weapons? Can you turn this way for me a little bit?
I ain't even got no knife. And everybody out here in these streets carry knives. I ain't even got no damn knife.
That's fine.
What?
Sir, I'm allowed to ask, right?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, sir. You're supposed to ask. You're supposed to ask people's questions and just hold on, man. You can't. You gotta ask permission to go through my shit now.
That's the cops. I'm not the cops. You're on private property.
But I'm saying you got still ask me. You just
May I go in your bag?
Go ahead, man.
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
take it off.
Thank you. I'm not trying to take
Do you see
anything.
how this shit going on?
I do.
Oh, I forgot about that. Here, let's.
I can undo it from the bottom here.
So you see how this is supposed to go?
Yeah.
But this is not how this is done.
But, sir, you have to understand, okay? How long do you think I've been doing this job?
I don't care, man. Really.
No, but seriously, you should care because my perspective is why you're in this situation.
All I know though is that all the motherfuckers
Okay.
that didn't do what they supposed to do, they was dumb. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
Because I feel like you were wrong. I think you're supposed to
And,
ask me to stop.
and on the spectrum, sure, there were things that I probably could have done better, right? I'm willing to admit that. Okay.
But yet you still got down fucking with me.
But how many?
And I haven't done shit.
You're right. You've been very cooperative, other than your story. Okay. Which, if you don't belong here, of course you're gonna stick to the story, right? Sorry, this is taking a long time, but I don't want to break it or
I
cut
was
it, right?
snatched and all kind of crazy shit. So it don't even really matter at this point.
Thank you.
Down to the ground.
Your lighter, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now, watch how you feel when you get through. That when you get through searching my bag, that you'll see that everything I have in my bag is perfectly legal. No guns,
Sure.
no knives, no motherfucking drugs, none of that crazy shit. Wow.
I'm not really concerned about the drugs. That's a police thing.
I'm just saying though. How many people do you know that actually are on the down the actually is all the way totally clean, legal, nothing, no guns, no knives, no drugs, no none of that shit.
But sir,
None of them.
we have a lot of break-ins. Okay. Oops. This key fell out. Maybe another one fell inside your bag. What do we got here? Just tinfoil? Do a lot of cooking or a lot of smoking?
Look. Look here. Check this shit out. Where's my return? Look, you see that? That's what I brought my tinfoil for. So I had to go get my bike. And it's got the fucking whatchamacallits coming out, so it's tinfoil. You can't even see it right here.
Okay.
Oh, man, that's what the tinfoil is for. I'm tired of it.
Tools. What's in here? Liquid.
Shit.
All right.
You want to smoke? Where you got that profile in, man? Where you profile in? Wow.
Part of my job, sir. It's nothing personal.
That's the foil. That's what the foil is for, because that seeds come out. Wow. And I've done nothing with these cool shit and all that.
Well, you kind of let me on a wild goose chase.
Yeah, well, you started totally correct. I fucking
I feel satisfied. I feel relieved, sir. I'm glad. I'm glad you're not who I suspected you were.
But you snatched me up.
Because, like I said, you fit the profile. Okay? I'm not the police. I'm allowed to profile. Matter of fact, it is my job to literally profile. And you got profiled because you are an adult man riding a bicycle, shining a flashlight in a parking lot at 1 o'clock in the morning. Shining it on the ground, and it looked like shining it in cars, possibly. Well, and
that goes to this motherfucker.
but sir, I'm trying to explain my perspective, okay?
Really, officer, you know
Do you want to know why I snatched you off the bike, or do you just want to believe that because I'm white, I'm racist?
No, there is no explanation.
I'm trying to explain to you. No, there is an explanation.
There is none.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but the
The
law
only
thinks
reason we
differently.
had an explanation to do that is if I was lunging at you, or
No.
actually trying to move and get away from you, running from you, something, or you actually
That's
stop,
your
but I
opinion
didn't
of that.
stop.
That's your opinion of that, sir. That's your opinion of that.
I didn't even know who you were.
Okay,
Couldn't
but
see you.
you don't. If you don't live here, so you don't need to know who I am.
But that's all. I just-
But
that's
once we
That's
introduced
not-
ourselves, then I explained who I was, and I'm
yeah,
clearly
after you
wearing a
snatched me
uniform.
off my bike.
Exactly. Because I
That's
had
the
I had
correct
1
way.
second to make a split decision after your buddy left you. Your buddy,
My
who I've
buddy,
seen
man.
twice,
I'm by myself coming through here, bro.
sir. I watched the both of you riding together.
I know him, but he's not with me.
I've watched the both of you riding
Fuck.
together,
First, listen, sir.
both looking
I
like you're
came here
looking
by
for the
myself.
same things.
We were. He what? Wow.
So, I've been here
We both
all
both
night.
looking for the same thing, man.
I've been here all night, and I
Excuse
don't
me?
see a single person ride a
We
bike
were
through. But then I see two
both
people.
looking for the same thing.
Well, why would he be looking for the same thing you're looking for?
Because I dropped. Listen.
Why
come
would
here,
he
man.
be
Let me show
looking-
you something. Come here.
Sir?
This light. Look, this is my bike light. This light was clipped to the front of my bike.
Okay.
There was a clamp that I had put on here. See this? This was clamped to the front of the bike. Okay.
Yeah.
I had a clamp on there. I hit a
Okay.
bump. The clamp came off. It fell. It hit the ground. My bike. This hit the ground. I picked my light up. I put my batteries back in. Found out that it was broke. I taped it. And then
Okay.
we were looking for the clamp that goes right here, so I can put this back on here, so I don't have to hold it. I can't sit down yet until I get back to the house and put the seat on, but I'll be home then, so I got to stand up. So I can't carry this and do like I was doing in the parking lot. You feel me? I
Mhm.
need that clamp, so I don't have to hold this fucking light. So yes, of course he was helping me look for the fucker, and then he got tired. And I
No,
guess
he saw
left.
me. He saw me and started driving towards the
Well,
gate.
either way, when he left, I was still here, correct?
Because you didn't see me, maybe. Or
Sir,
maybe you did.
matter of fact, I drove behind you. Now that I think about it, the first time I saw you there,
You drove behind me.
yeah, when he was leaving, I was behind you because I'm on my bike. I'm looking
That's
for.
right. I had a decision. You were to my right. He
No,
was to my left.
I wasn't. So you saw me,
I saw the both of you. I watched you guys for a good minute.
and so you saw me when.
I watched you.
And when you saw
I
me,
watched the both of you for a good minute,
So you saw what I was doing.
and then I had a choice because you looked like you're splitting
So
up. So
you-
I went after the guy I recognized.
Okay, and so
The white guy.
What was I doing?
The right. He's white, right?
Yeah, he's right. What did you
I
see
went
me-
after
what did
him,
see
not
me
you.
Doing?
The same thing he was doing, riding around,
Look,
riding in the
in that
parking
one
lot.
little area right there.
Yeah.
Not all around, but in one spot.
Yeah.
With my light.
Yeah.
Looking on the ground, correct?
Looking with a light at something. I didn't see where your eyes were oriented. Okay.
And so
but
when
you
I
were
said,
riding
well,
a
fuck it,
bike
it's getting late.
in my parking
Tomorrow's
lot
fucking
at
Monday.
midnight
And what did I
with
do?
the
I said,
light.
well, fuck it, that's okay. I ain't even worried.
That enough, sir, is reason for me to confront you and say, do you live here?
But from what you just told me, you seen right then, I wasn't doing anything wrong.
Sir, the fact that
And
you were
didn't try to run from
driving,
you?
the fact you were riding your bike is what was wrong. That in and of itself, okay? From my perspective, I know it's only trespassing. It's just a Class D misdemeanor.
Riding my-
I
riding
get
my
it,
bike. So-
okay?
Okay.
But you're not allowed to ride your bike on private property without permission.
All right. I never see that. No.
Okay,
That's
it's
not
the law is the same as if you came to my house because I live in a house, and I have a fence, right? And if
I'm
you
done
were
talking.
riding your bike in my backyard,
I'm done talking.
but think about it, sir. It's the legal equivalent of the same thing, okay? And if I catch you in my backyard and I'm the owner of the house and I didn't invite you over, I don't have to say politely, "Excuse me, sir, can I help you?" I can. Arizona's a stand your ground state, dude. I know you said you've been here for 4 years, but do you understand legally what that means? Sir, I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm trying to educate you.
I'm done talking.
You don't want to talk? Okay.
Because from
That's
what
fine.
you just described, what you saw me doing,
Sir,
I'm doing
the
that.
fact that I saw you on my property
All right, like, wait,
and
cool.
I have
Okay,
no
good.
reason to
You're right,
believe
you're right,
that you
cool.
live here
You're right,
is
you're right.
all
You're right.
I
You are
need
right.
to do my job,
You're right.
which was to
Snatch me
confront
off
you.
the ground.
Your friend already rode off twice now
To
on
snatch
me
off my motherfucking bike and
to
throw
snatch
me.
you off your bike. I grabbed you by your backpack. You fell because you don't have a seat. I didn't snatch you off. I could have tackled you like I've done to other people before. I could have chased you down and wrestled you on the ground like I just did last night to a pregnant
Why would you
woman.
do that when I wasn't running?
But no, I didn't do that to
Right,
you.
what you announced.
I just grabbed you hard enough to not let you ride away, and then the bike fell from underneath you. Yes, I helped cause that, okay? And if we were both on the street, and we were equals, then yes, that would be assault. Do you understand? Which is a crime. But on private property, it's not. You need to understand the law, sir. This is not my interpretation. Okay, I didn't invent the law. Okay, that's the situation you're in legally. I'm trying to be honest with you.
Listen, man. First of all, man, for you to snatch me off my fucking bike, I gotta be doing one of a few things.
No.
The things that I would have been doing, I was not doing. Just because I'm trespassing, you still have the right to snatch me off my fucking bike, man.
You don't know.
Fuck what you say.
You don't know the reports I get every day. The reports I get.
What I was doing, bro.
Sir.
You have no right to snatch
How
me
do
off
I
my
know
bike, man.
that you weren't breaking into someone's car and you have their merchandise in your backpack? How do I know you didn't break into a vacant unit?
Go, man. You have no right to snatch me off.
Yes, I do. I have a reason to determine if you are not a burglar, if you're not a squatter,
Man,
if you're
you have
not
no right to snatch
here
me off.
doing illegal activity.
You have no right to snatch me off my bike. That's what it all boils
That's
down
your
to.
opinion, sir.
I would need to get all your information and shit too, man. I'll have my attorney
That'll
contact
be
your
up to the
employers.
cops. You know, they're gonna give me.
Come on, man. You know goddamn well they're gonna give me that right to have that,
We'll
get
see.
that information, man.
The woman last night,
I haven't done
and
shit, man.
she said the
I didn't try to
same
fight you,
stuff.
didn't try to run from you. What you supposed to do is ask me to stop.
She said the same. Really, it's that easy? It's really that easy?
That's what it may not
The
be
wild
easy,
goose
but
chase
that's what
about
you're
your
supposed to
sister
do, man. You're supposed
and
to-
about you knowing all these people that don't know
That is
you.
what you're supposed to do, man.
No, that's what you
not.
would do if you were me. But you can't do this
So
job.
you-
You've
so that's
never
what
done
you're
this
supposed to
job.
do.
So
How
you
do-
don't
how
know
do
what
you
it's
know what
like.
I've done?
You don't know what it's like to
How
do
do
this
you know
job,
what I
sir.
have done?
Huh?
You said I've never done a job. Yeah, how do you know? I've never done
You've done a job like this? If you've done private security on private
And I've also
property
been asked to
in
protect you with
Arizona,
Walmart.
and you've been licensed to do so, then you'd understand the laws I just explained to you. You wouldn't say the nonsense you've been saying.
The first thing you do when you approach someone is you ask them to stop.
No, but this isn't cops, dude. This is private
Dude,
property.
you still have to ask me to
No,
stop,
I
man.
don't.
So you can just
I
snatch me off
don't.
my bike?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's you fine.
And if I'm wrong,
Cool.
and
That's
you
what you
live
think,
here,
cool.
and if you were an actual leaseholding resident, and I did that to you, then you could have me fired, not arrested, fired. Because all I have to say is he
don't wanna
looked
talk no more.
suspicious, and here's
I'm
why.
so sick of hearing your voice.
Well, sorry you feel that way.
Deep down, I mean, I know what it's all about, but deep down, you know, this.
No.
Okay, well, if you don't think so,
I'm not
that's-
going to lose
that's
any
sad.
sleep. I lost a little sleep because the pregnant woman, I'm not going to lie. But when I found the heroin and tinfoil and straws in her bag, and she's talking about, I'm pregnant, my baby.
But you still lost a little bit of sleep, but here it is, a man that's...
Because she's a woman,
but guess
dude.
what, though? A man
You're a
that's coming
grown-ass
through here
man,
that ain't
okay?
got no weapons and ain't got no drugs, ain't doing nothing wrong but looking for a clamp on his fucking bike, they got snatched to the ground.
So
And I'm
you say
handicapped on
now.
top of that.
So you say now.
I told you that from the beginning.
When I
looking for my
snatched you,
clamp, man.
sir, when your whole thing is that I snatched you off the bike, right? That's where it
That's
began
wrong,
for you,
man.
right?
Yeah, when all you do is ask me to stop.
No.
And really, to be honest with you,
No, that's
you
your
couldn't even have
perspective of me. You don't get to determine my perspective of me.
That was fucking wrong what you did, man.
What's wrong what you did?
That was
Cutting
wrong
through
to snatch me
a
off my
private
motherfucking bike
property.
like that, bro.
Riding past signs that say violators will be prosecuted. Will. Not can or may.
I'm done talking now.
Will be prosecuted, dude. So how do I prosecute you if I don't identify you? Now, if you would have given me an ID, I would have taken a picture of the ID and I would have let you go by now.
Motherfucker stole my goddamn wallet. I got driver's license, man.
I hope you don't
I
have
don't even
warrants.
have a fucking ID, and I don't have any fucking warrants.
I hope you don't. You know? Because it's just a bullshit ass misdemeanor for trespassing. And you didn't have any contraband, and you don't have any weapons, and you didn't assault me, okay? So all
and
they're
I have a
going to
fucking
do,
job, and I own a duplex around the corner on fucking
all they're
Bethany
going to
Road.
do, if you're curious to know, or since you've done this job, you already should know.
Have a fucking job, own my own fucking home. But I look like a transient that's looking at
Well,
fucking cars.
it's circumstances, sir. You can believe it's racism all you want, but this is a very high crime neighborhood for certain crimes, and you fit the profile of the people that commit those crimes.
Yeah, a guy
It
coming
doesn't
through
matter
with no
if you're-
weapons
it-
and no drugs.
Sir,
and
I don't
handicapped.
know that until I snatch you off your bike and I determine
Oh,
it like
fit
I
the
just did.
profile. Wow.
Okay? But asking you, what if you were a thief and a burglar? Then are you going to stop? You're going to be like, yes, here, look through my bag. Here's the stuff I just stole out of a car around the corner.
Wow.
You don't think I've caught people doing that? You don't think they all lie and tell me the same story you told me? Oh, my sister. Or last night it was my
My sister
grandparents.
arrested.
Really? Right here? So they're
Yeah.
lying? Your brother-in-law is
That's
lying?
not my brother-in-law.
So your
There's
sister
the
is cheating on your brother-in-law with some other dude?
Excuse me, sir. That's not my brother-in-law. That I got a good look at him. John's car's not even here. Angela's not here. She would have been down here hysterical.
Sir.
Evidently, that's all right.
I talk
That's
to
all
those.
good.
I talk to the man and woman who live here
I bet you do.
every day. That I see them on their balcony, which is almost every
Is
day.
that the man right there?
That man who came to the
That
door
him?
is the man. That's why he knew me. Now I can't see them very well because they're up there, and so. But he clearly said there's no one named Angela who lives there. Now, why would he be scared of me? He's already seen my uniform. He knows I'm not the police. He knows I'm complex security.
Sir,
That's
I
it.
can tell you that. Maybe he has drugs. Maybe he is warrants.
Well, then, unfortunately, you're going to have to communicate electronically with him. Be like, yo, brother-in-law, you
That's
know,
not my brother-in-law.
or whoever it is, or
I can't
whoever,
get Wi-Fi right now.
or ask your sister, like, hey, who was at the house that lied on me and got me trespassed? You know, because,
In the end, I'll
sir,
give it.
I tried to believe you. I allowed you to come all the way from where I got you at, all the way over here, and I don't have to do that.
I know, you could have just tackled me to the ground.
I could have used more force. I could have used
Yeah.
whatever force needed to handcuff you.
You see this shit? I'm still here, man. Still here. And guess what? Search my shit, no drugs, no weapon on it. It's a waste.
Your presence was the crime, sir.
I know.
That's all it took.
I know it was. That's sad.
And
Present was a crime. Wow.
you know, had we worked it out back by there, you just said,
Worked
look,
it out.
man, I'm just
Had we
cutting
worked it
through. I don't know anyone that lives here. I'm
Had
just
we
cutting
worked it
through.
out?
I'd have been like, don't come back again.
Had we worked it out. And the first thing that you did was snatch me to the fucking ground.
Mhm.
That was our first interaction.
Ours,
And
yes.
so now I'm thinking about working
But-
something out with you.
But it started for me before I snatched you up. You have to understand that, okay?
Wow.
Sir, I believe you're intelligent enough to understand my perspective, but you're just a little
Man,
stubborn right now. You don't want to hear it.
You're supposed to ask me to fucking
No,
stop, man.
no.
You didn't even,
No,
you
I'm
didn't even
not.
ask me to stop, bro.
I'm not. Yes, I have the ability to do that. I can. And I almost always do it that way. Yes.
But for some reason,
But for some
you
reason-
didn't want to ask me to stop. You didn't want to snatch me.
And
from
that
the ground.
reason is because you were on a bicycle with the guy I dealt with before.
With him, I was riding around here by my
Sir,
goddamn self, man.
sir, don't argue with me
I
over
was
the
riding out of here
semantics.
by my goddamn self.
I'm
bro.
telling you what it looked like to me.
I was riding
Sir?
out of here by myself. You said the guy had been
Sir,
on.
no. You rode in together, you
That's a
circled
goddamn
around
lie. I was
together,
already in
and
this
then
bitch when you came through
separated.
here. We rode in here together.
I thought he separated when he
You
saw
said
me.
we rode in here together? I was here when that
Dude,
man
I was
got
sitting
here.
in my car doing reports. I watched
I was
you.
here all fucking ready, bro.
Sir, really the argument is going to be you
I
weren't
was
with
here
the
when
guy?
he got to these apartments.
Whether you were or were not with the guy, sir,
And when I left this motherfucker, I was leaving by
Sir,
myself.
I'm telling you
But my
what it
crime
looked
was
like,
just for being here.
sir. I'm
you
telling you what
so
it
I can
looked
drink
like
my
from
shit,
my
man, please?
perspective. Okay?
Can you?
I'm
mean,
telling you.
I'll sit down so I
What,
can drink
yeah,
my
go ahead and
shit.
sit down now.
What?
Thank you. You can sit down. I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm,
Can you unhandcuff me so I can drink? This is crazy, man. This is bullshit, man. I'm supposed to be in the fucking bed, man. Fuck, man. Can you unhandcuff me so I can take a drink from my cooler, please?
You've got a free hand, sir. Use the lip. Use one hand to navigate it up. Use one hand to balance it. Remember you're handicapped. Pretend you don't have an arm. I'm not going to unhandcuff you till the police get here. Okay? You don't belong here. I'm responsible for this private property. You lied to me about your status. You took me on a wild goose chase.
Yeah, I did all the wrong shit. You did everything right.
And that is enough for me to detain you so I can officially have you trespassed. Now you're lucky. This is our first
I'm suing
interaction. And so you're not going to go to jail. They're just
I'm
going to
suing.
give me a number. They're going to give me a report number with your name on it. They're going to look you up in their system because I don't have that ability. And they're going to just give me your official name with a report number.
Man, we
And
gonna
if I
handcuff
see
you
you
for that
ever
fucking shit,
again
man.
here, or my coworkers see you ever again here, then that's when you go to jail. And then
You
you
could
have,
have just took my information, man. I could
I
have been home in my
would,
motherfucking
sir.
bed, man.
you had no ID to present to me.
It doesn't matter. I still
It does matter, sir. Do
Okay,
you think I'm
so
retarded?
Wow.
If you were doing the
That's-
job
never
I'm
mind,
doing,
never
would you,
mind, that's okay.
sir? Would you seriously allow
Never
somebody
mind.
to just tell you their name?
Never mind. Me and you are different.
Really? How successful do you think you'd be at this
To
line of
be
work?
honest with you, this situation, if I was in your shoes, would never have been this way at all because I never would have done what you did. I would've-
What would you do? Just been sleeping in your car the whole time, not even seeing me riding
What
my
would
bike?
What I have done?
How
if
would
I
you have
thought-
done it differently?
I would have. I wouldn't have snatched somebody off the bike. Without
Really?
even speaking to them. Yeah. Really.
And so, in a property that gets broken into every night, and you're under a lot of pressure, and you chase
My
people
answer
off.
to you, sir, is I don't give a fuck what is going on
Sir?
unless somebody's attacking me,
Sir?
coming dead at me, or dead obeying what I'm asking them to do. I'm not going to snatch them off their bike unless they're doing one of those things. If I ask them to stop and they didn't continue to go, then yes, I probably would. If they have a weapon and they're coming towards me, then I probably fucking
Sir.
would. But other than that, man, I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm not going to do that. to
Unarmed
you.
security guards are
I'm not
to
gonna do
observe
that.
and report. Okay.
I'm not going to do that.
Unarmed security guards' job is to observe and report. Okay. I'm carrying a
You asked me
firearm,
what I would have did.
sir.
I never would have done that.
I'm carrying a firearm and handcuffs.
Next
Why-
time you're probably. I'm surprised. I'm glad you didn't just fucking shoot me. Like
Sir.
what the fuck, man?
Sir, the fact that I'm an armed security guard with handcuffs and a firearm should allow you to realize that I'm allowed to be proactive, not reactive.
Whatever, man. You just a racist motherfucker, man. Just snatched me to the ground for no reason.
Okay? Well, you wouldn't last very long as an armed guard. You might be an excellent unarmed guard. You could see everything and you could just document it and you could report it, and that's all your job is
I
to
ain't
do.
got shit to do, man, with snatching a man to the ground.
But it's not my job to observe and report
I was
only.
not attacking you. I was not going towards you, and I was not running from you.
I had reason to believe at the time I snatched you that you may have been involved in a crime.
And what crime was that?
Well, trespassing, number one.
Okay, trespassing. Okay.
Burglary.
That's real. Burglary of what?
Burglary of, we've had apartments and cars
you
broken
said you
into
thought
recently.
You said you thought I was involved?
How do I know?
No, what did you say?
Yeah,
You had reason to believe that I was involved in a burglary.
yes.
And what burglary is that?
There's been several here on this
No,
property
you
this
said
week.
you thought that I was involved in a burglary.
Yes.
And which one is that?
I just told you. There's been several. You could have
And you
been
think
involved
I'm
in
involved
any.
in it?
You could have been involved in any one of those past burglaries, or you could have just committed a new
And what
burglary
made you
I haven't discovered
suspect
yet.
That, then? What was? I mean,
The fact of the time of day, the fact that you're carrying a backpack, the fact you're a grown-ass man and riding a fucking little kid's bike.
this is a $1,200.
I don't care how much
What are
it
you
costs,
talking about?
sir.
A little kid's bike.
If you've
Are
got the
you
money for a
serious?
$1,200 bike, you don't have the money for a seat or a backpack
I
that
just
works.
picked
You got a hole in your backpack.
My seat is at the house, man. It's been upholstered. I
Would
just
you
picked
send
my
your little
fucking
kid to
shit
school
up.
tomorrow in the morning with the raggedy ass backpack like this,
Do you, look at
carrying
that
a
backpack.
water jug,
Look at
yet
that
you
backpack,
own
man.
properties
Raggedy?
around the corner?
Raggedy backpack?
Raggedy,
Look
sir.
at that backpack, man. Do you see what that is?
Look at this hole.
It's a work. Do you see what kind of backpack that is?
What does that have to do with what it looks like, sir?
And it's clean. Just got washed today. Look at it. What the fuck, man? Wow.
That's all I needed, sir. Okay.
So I got an $85
But guess what?
backpack. I got a $1,200
But guess what?
bike. And what
Now
else?
that I detain you,
What else?
I'm pretty certain that you didn't burglarize any vehicles
Wow.
or any buildings tonight.
Tonight.
I can't. What am I, a fortune teller? I can't tell what you did in the past.
Wow. And so, because I got an $85 backpack.
But
and
sir,
a $1,200 bike.
what
I was
if you
like,
had had a
man,
bag
man.
full of
Wow.
fucking car stereos or something, and I hadn't found the broken glass because you did it on this side of the property, and I let you go?
You don't have your cell phone on you, sir?
Mm-mm. Here they are. Hi.
When you get a chance, I want you to later on today look up A to Z Premium Moving and Storage.
Okay.
Go to the Yelp page on there.
All right.
Is this 6139 or 6131?
You'll see.
6131.
You'll see.
Did they put it in
me
as?
on there.
As 9, yeah.
Oh,
You hear me, sir?
I didn't hear you.
I
Sorry.
said when you get a chance, go look up A to Z Premium Moving and Storage.
Okay.
If you go to my Yelp page,
So, this gentleman here, and another gentleman who I've dealt with before, who I verbally told not to come back, not him, but the guy who was riding a bicycle with him, observed them in the parking lot, riding around, shining their lights. The
where
suspicious to me.
Let him speak. Don't be rude. I'll get to you in a second. I'll get to you in a second.
Yes, ma'am.
So I tried to approach, they weren't together, so I had to make a decision. I tried to approach the other guy first, who I know I've verbally trespassed and I have documentation of. He rode off and, you know, said what he said like he did the last time I saw him. So then, so he rode off the property. I let him go, turned back towards the property because we're over on 27th Avenue at that exit. So then he is trying to exit. I'm trying to ladder him, trying to tell him, hold on, I need to talk to you. So when he tried to go around me, I grabbed the backpack. And then he accused me of being wrong for doing that. And I asked him if he lives here. He said his sister lives here. So I said, okay, let's verify that. He said she lives here. But after 20 minutes of stopping and all this other nonsense, we finally get here. I knocked on the door. People there don't know this man, and the people we met along the way that he claimed knew him, nobody knows who this man is. So he's not a visitor. He's not a legal resident, and so I need him officially trespassed. So that's it. And I've searched his stuff. He doesn't have any weapons or contraband.
Okay.
So,
Did you have an ID?
no, he does not have an ID. Well, he says he does not. I got him down.
You've never.
You said-
Before I
you
talk
said
to
it
you.
right.
Before I talk to you.
You just left
Before I
out.
talk to you.
Wait a minute.
What is your legal last name?
Williams. James.
Middle name?
Middle name is Raphael. Patrick.
I can write fast. R-A-F-A-E-L?
Yeah, R-E-F-A-E-L.
Okay. And then your date of birth is?
11/21/1973.
And your social?
355-609737.
I'm sorry, someone's talking to me. What's the last word?
9737.
Your address?
5835 North 24th Avenue.
Is that an apartment?
That is a duplex that I own now.
Okay. How tall are you? How much do you weigh?
I'm 5'6" and I weigh probably about 185.
What color your eyes?
Please.
And,
Also,
and what ethnicity do you identify as?
I'm Hispanic.
Do you have a phone number?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
What is it?
602-640-0564.
And then whom are you here to visit?
I was here to visit friends and my sister, and the gentleman right there told him that they knew me, that I'm here all the time, and they was trying to tell him, look, be cool, man, don't do him like that. This is what happened. I came here to visit Angela. As I was leaving, I dropped my light. That's why it's got this tape on it. I had a clamp fashioned to it on the light here, because I don't have my seat. I have my seat upholstered, and I went and picked the bike up there. So anyway, I can't sit down. I had this clamp to the front. It dropped. Batteries went everywhere.
Huh?
What's
You
the
know.
story? Besides the flashlight?
So yeah, so I was looking for my clamp, man. You can see I got tape on here. There's nothing wrong with this light.
But he was with a previous, another 42
And this guy
and then he
picked me,
tried to contact
grabbed me, snatched me, and threw me on the ground. He was flashing his light in my face, and I didn't see who he was. And I kept saying, hey, what the hell? And as I was going around, then he grabbed me and he snatched me, threw me to the ground. I'm handicapped and everything. And so he didn't even ask me to stop. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know what was going on. The other dude that left out of here, I know his name, Jake. We worked together. Like you said, he's talked to him before. He's never had to speak to me before. I also own my own business too, A to Z Pure Stores, like I was telling him. And I don't do no drugs. I don't have no weapons, none of that. He searched my property, all that stuff. I'm doing nothing wrong, really, and he snatched me to the ground. You know? The only thing that I did do wrong, though, is after he snatched me to the ground, because I was like, fuck. I really just didn't want to deal with him no more, because he told me that handling the situation by asking me to stop was not going to be the proper way to handle it.